Hello and good morning, guys. Maddie and I are up. The rest of the house is asleep and it's almost 9 o'clock. We stayed up till almost 1 o'clock last night, fixing Maddie's room, getting it all, the bed put together and all of that good stuff. So we were up kind of late, and so I'm letting everybody sleep in just a little bit. So I'm making my coffee, and then I am going to do a little homeschool devotional. So what we're doing now is we are running to the grocery store to get cat food. Apparently a possum or something has gotten into our cat food and eaten it all last night.
Hey, I'm gonna get some milk.
Yeah, and we're gonna get some milk. So it's been kind of a rough morning because Maddie has been crying all morning. It's now almost 11 o'clock because she has had constipation, and some of you who have been around for a long time can remember that we went through this probably maybe like a year ago, where she was having pretty intense constipation, and it was really just terrible. But it resolved, everything got so much better, but it's back. So she has been crying for 3 days. I gave her the chewable children's laxative yesterday. She ended up having a bowel movement yesterday at the restaurant after church, and it was completely obvious that it was, you know, it's a constipation issue. So I thought that we had, you know, resolved the problem by you know, the laxative. Well, apparently she's still constipated, so I did give her another chewable children's laxative tablet this morning, and she's just been crying, and she'll say that her butt hurts. So that's what she's saying, and so I'm just going to go to the store. In addition to cat food and milk, I'm going to probably grab some pear juice, because the Gerber pear juice, when the kids were babies, would always help them have a bowel movement. And I know, you know, prune juice and prunes and everything, but it's next to impossible for me to get her to drink that or eat those. So I'm thinking pear juice would be more palatable for her, and so we're going to go with pear juice. We're going to see how that works. But I left Jake at home with Mason to go ahead and get started on reading. Jake's got to finish his book, and Mason's school, you know, his schoolwork typically doesn't take more than 2 to 3 hours, and Jacob does a lot independently. So anyway, Mason is eating some breakfast, and Jake is getting started on reading his book that he's reading. And I think I told you guys he's reading The Hiding Place by Corey ten Boom, and they will be writing a paper on that book. So that's what's going on. And I just have to say this also, that I've been watching, guys, I'm like so involved in this political race. It's just if you're not careful, it can like consume your thoughts. And the reason I am so consumed with this political race, and I think as a lot of you are, there are so many just what's the word I'm looking for, unprecedented, that's the word I'm looking for, things that are going on in our country right now that have never been seen before. And it is a battle. It is good against evil, and there's just so much to be talked about where that's concerned.
Mom.
But anyway, that's got me kind of like riled up this morning too. But all right, I will see you guys in a minute. All right, so we're gonna do something a little different for homeschool today.
And this is my bed.
Maddie there's a couple reasons why. Maddie, I told you, has been constipated. We just spent over an hour of her screaming violently, trying to have a bowel movement, and finally it came out. So it's just been, it's been a rough hour or so, but now she's feeling better, praise the Lord. And so we are going to hang out in her room. Okay, scoot over a little bit, sweetie.
And
you need to take those socks off, they look dirty.
I can leave. And guess what?
So what we're going to do is...
This is my bed.
Here, scoot over.
This is my bed.
Scoot over. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys or not, but Mason's been getting a little frustrated with the Teach Your Child to Read curriculum. So I've been trying to switch up his reading and what activities and things that we do to help his reading a little bit, since I feel like he is a little burnout on that curriculum. So what we're going to do, hang on, is we're going to go back to our Bob books. I need you to stop.
You're gonna look
I need you to stop.
You're gonna lose your phone reading.
One of these days. It's just one of these days. Scoot over and listen. Don't interrupt. So, this is just real life. So anyway, these are our Bob books.
Oh, I love Bob books.
We're going to go through these, and I'm gonna have him read as many as he can to me. This is what today consists of. Then we've got Telling Time flashcards. We've got Phonics flashcards. And this is another Phonics 2 flashcards. So this is what we're doing today, if we're able to get to it. So, which we must, because this week is a very busy week. So, I'm going to attempt it. Here it goes. So Jake and I are getting ready to do Logic. Logic book. Here we go. And are you ready?
Yes.
He's cold.
And very freezing.
Alright. So, Maddie is up in her bed. She's watching Tinkerbell and having a little quiet time rest period. And then Jake and I are going to do Logic and study Latin vocabulary. Mason is cleaning his room. We just got through with reading. And then we'll just move on from here. Maddie's ready for dance. Looking pretty. Do you want to show everybody your hair? Okay, let's see if we can show. Oh, the sun's going to mess it up. But Maddie has, let's see if I can.
I got it.
Well, the sun's making all these funny lights. Maddie has a braid that is a knot braid. So we did the knot braid all the way down. Then I tied a little elastic band around it and then braided it all from there down. And then we wrapped it around in a little bun and bobby pinned it and put a little bow above it. So it's super cute. I had to spray the heck out of it though because her hair would just fall right down. So we sprayed a whole bunch of hairspray in it. And she looks so pretty, right? Are you ready for dance? Yeah?
Alright, go play.
Oh, okay. Alright, go play. Hi guys, how is everyone today? So, this is our school day, and we went to school from, we got there at 8:30, and we were there till about 1. And then typically we would go into Jacob's class and spend time with him, listening, kind of sitting in on his class. And then my mom would bring Maddie, and then we would head home. But today, my mom called me and said that Maddie was feeling really bad and she was crying with her tummy again. So she went ahead and brought her to me, and I was just gonna go and try to get her some medicine and maybe head back to the church, but she was really hurting, and she's having, I think I told you guys, like constipation issues. So I brought her home and gave her some medicine and got some lots of yogurt in her and fresh fruit, and so I'm trying to push fluids and fruit and veggies and try to get her little tummy sorted out. So she did end up having some success and she feels a lot better, but that is why we went home. So we were home for a couple hours. We got a little bit done around the house, some picking up. I switched out laundry. I watched the Donald Trump, one of his rallies live, and so that was good. And then we're headed back to get Jacob now. So I'm not going to get into a political debate or political, I don't think so, or political views, although I really would love to really get into what's going on in our country, because it's so important, and it is just I don't know, there's just so much going on, you know, if you follow it. And you know, don't put your head in the sand and be oblivious to what's going on in our country, guys, because there's a lot of things going on that unless you're really paying attention and keeping an eye out for these things you're not going to know about. And once you wake up and start realizing kind of what's going on behind the scenes, it sheds a new light on things. So I really strongly urge you to dig in and find out what's going on with our country, and, you know, form your own opinions. Ask God for guidance if you're a Christian. But I'm not gonna, you know, obviously tell you how to vote or whatever, but vote your conscience, but vote, you know, get out and vote. So that's my little spiel. I try to be as unbiased as I can while I'm talking to you guys, because Lord knows if there was ever a hot topic, it's this presidential debate, and that's a really quick way to get people in heated disagreements. So that's not my intention at all, but my intention is to say, open your eyes, find out what's going on in our country, and, you know, do something to make a difference, and your vote does count, hopefully. So anyway, that's it. So yeah, we're on our way to get Jake, and then we will head back home, and I will try to get some dinner cooked and some more house cleaning done. And then tomorrow we have a field trip. So it's a busy week, busy. There's a lot to be done. So I'll see you guys in a few.